So this is my end of day reflection. I'm trying to lose weight. I had a really good day. Great day, actually. It was perfect. I kind of woke up early and was like, oh, this is sort of terrible. And I thought it was going to be a terrible day, but I didn't give into it. I focused on not identifying with that irritability. I went and I meditated, I sat down and I just let it go. It's like first thing in the morning is like, that's very important to pay attention to your mind when you first wake up, because that's when those little tricky thoughts like to grab a hold of your attention, and next thing you know, you're just caught up in a stupid story that is not in any way, shape, or form relevant. What did I want to share tonight? What did I reflect on today? We die as we live. I'm a big believer in this. The more we give, the richer we become. These are just wonderful sayings that come from my study of Buddhism that I've been doing for about 4 years now. Transformative. It'll change your life if you want to do this. I'm not in any way trying to push Buddhism, and I am not going to teach Buddhism because that is not what I do. I practice. I am a practitioner. And I think that's awesome. I don't want to teach. I in no way, shape, or form want to teach. I've been down that path. Teaching is an incredibly difficult job, especially if you're going to be like a Buddhist monk or a nun, because you surround yourself with people who are ill, people who are not well, people who go to see these folks. They're there because they're suffering and they need access to information from the Buddha that will help ease their suffering. And it's a process. It's a process that will last, as long as they continue on the spiritual path for the rest of their life, assuming that they, if you're going to see a Buddhist monk or nun, and you do not have to become a Buddhist to do this, but if you are going to see them, it's usually because you have either a curiosity about Buddhism that usually stems from an affliction of some kind, and you need some expert advice on how to deal with it, and that's fine. There are people out there, they're all over the internet, who will give you that information, and you should talk to those people. You should email them because Buddhists are wonderful with email. Christians, no. Listen, I obviously have my roots in Christianity. I'm not hating on Christians. I don't identify as a Christian anymore because I live the teachings of Jesus Christ. I live them, okay? I ignore all the rest of the Bible. I could care less about the Bible. I just look at the words of Christ and I live by those. And if you do that, you force yourself to live a Christly life within your daily life, which aligns perfectly with Buddhism. And if you've studied Nietzsche at all, you understand his criticisms of Christianity. That's how you dissolve the sort of Nietzsche, criticism. You live these values within your daily life. Don't go to a church. Don't sit in a congregation. Don't sit in the pews. Don't think that that's the end of your spiritual journey. It isn't. People who go to churches, they coddle their spirituality. They become so comfortable in being told everything, and they don't really have to wrestle with these ideas until it's too late. Until they're sick, and they don't understand how to deal with it because their religion hasn't helped them understand how to take on their suffering in a way that's meaningful, how to transform their suffering along their spiritual journey. You take it on the path, and that's a lifetime of practice. It's a lifetime of work. You need to meditate. You do. Meditation is a very powerful skill. Prayer is good too. I don't want to bypass prayer, but it's the silence after the prayer you should pay attention to. That's all I'm doing tonight. Goodbye, world.